My name is Adeola Monofi and I made $250,000 in a year as a newcomer to Canada. If you stay with me till the end of this video, I'll tell you how I did it, and hopefully it will inspire you to shatter any glass ceilings and break down any barriers that may be on your path to making it big in this beautiful country that we now call home. Brand new, so I had no Canadian work experience, I had no Canadian educational background, absolutely no personal Canadian contacts, and it was right in the middle of the pandemic, the global lockdown, and the downturn economy, but yet I made it. Story time. I relocated to Canada in October of 2019 with my husband and 2 kids, and like every other person, I had big hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and absolutely no idea on how I'm going to achieve them. But I had this deep faith and belief that the land was going to favor me, and it sure did. Praise God. So back home, I was a chartered insurance professional. I've been in financial services since 2012, so it's been quite a while. So anything that has to do with finance, with insurance, with investment, that has always been my forte. So on getting to Canada, since I'm passionate about the subject of finance and financial literacy, I wanted to continue in that space. And luckily for me, my brother-in-law was part-time in the financial services industry, and then he introduced me to this fantastic opportunity of becoming an independent financial advisor. I'll get into details of that later in the video. On seeing this opportunity, I just vibed with it on the first contact, and so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I absolutely had no idea what I was signing up for, but I knew that the system was similar to what I was doing back home, as I was managing a branch and I had to recruit marketers. So all those things about sales and marketing, they were not foreign concepts to me. So I felt like those skills I developed back home would still be useful. So I decided to take my exams as fast as I could. I finished my certification and provision exams in like 4 weeks, and then got licensed like 2 to 3 weeks after that. Every single day after that, I committed to learning as much as I could learn about the financial space in Canada, because I felt like if I knew so much, it wouldn't matter that I was new. I committed to daily learning. I would read about TFSA, about RSP, about RESP. I would read about life insurance. I would read about anything money that I could lay my hands on. And whenever I read those texts, those blog posts, watched those YouTube videos, I go ahead to share it with anyone who cared to listen. Like that, one application turned into 2 applications, and 2 applications turned into 10, and 10 turned into hundreds. So I got contracted with this wonderful and generous MGA, because if you're going to be operating as an independent financial advisor in Canada, you need to be contracted with the managing general agency, and that is Greatway Financial. And there's no way I would tell my story in Canada without mentioning Greatway. It's an amazing company with very generous remuneration system and very God-loving and God-fearing people and leadership. I absolutely love Greatway. I got contracted with Greatway, and I basically was just so excited, and I would share my presentation with as many people as would care to listen. In my first month in Greatway, I made about $10,000 in commissions. That was real good motivation, trust me. I'm like, what? $10,000 in a month? Oh my, we die here. And that was just how I continued, and by the 3rd month, I made about $40,000. By the 6th month, I hit 6 figures, and at the end of the 1st year, I'd made $250,000. That's $250,000, guys. Like, it was like a dream, but it was real. That's basically the summary of the story, of getting to the details of how I did it, what helped me, and every other information that could be useful to you guys in between. So hang in tight, don't go anywhere. So let's get into how I did this. I'm going to start with what I already had that I leverage on. And those were my experiences, my skills, my knowledge from back home. And that's why I always encourage immigrants to not just dump everything that they are and they know. I know a lot of people try to switch careers and try to do a lot of different things apart from what they were doing back home. But in as much as you're switching careers and you're trying new waters and stuff like that, your knowledge remains with you. What you know, your experience, your skills remains with you. So don't throw that away. Relocation has not taken that away from you. If you were a superstar back home, you can still be a superstar in Canada. And you can still leverage on those knowledge, those experiences, and use it in your new space. That was something that I already had, and I just decided to build on it, to develop it, and to leverage on it. I also have the superpower of being able to break down very complex subjects to simple, easy to understand details. So whatever I learned that was new, I try as much as possible to teach somebody else. I share it in the groups that I belong to. By doing that, it stays with me. I don't forget. And that's how I became this very knowledgeable financial expert. I could never get tired of talking about money. I don't care if I get paid for it or not. Because I was passionate about it, I would share it with joy. I could do my presentations 10 times in a day, and it doesn't matter if whoever I was presenting to took the plan. It didn't matter. I was just excited to share the knowledge, to share the presentation, right? So even if I did 5 and everybody said no, it's not for them, it wouldn't damp my excitement. Having a purpose or something that you're passionate about, and then trying to monetize that will make the whole process a lot more fun and less tedious for you. A lot of people may be struggling in business because they really do not have any interest or passion. They're probably doing it because they want to make an extra income, which is not bad. But when you're passionate about whatever you're doing, your job, your business, it makes it easy. Even the passion gets you through the down times or when things seem not to be working. So my passion for financial literacy definitely was something that helped me. I had this strong faith in God and this strong belief in myself. And a lot of people would not want to do what I did because I actually started out in my business as an independent financial advisor full-time. Thanks to COVID, everybody was sheltered in place anyways. So it wasn't like there were numerous jobs to go to. And the fact that I could actually meet with people via Zoom made my life way easier. So I was full-time, and that just gave me enough time to be able to reach out to more people. And I just believe in myself that I could do it. Maybe because I'd done something similar back home, I was not afraid that I would fail. I didn't have a plan B. I just knew that I could do it, that whatever I set my heart to do, I would do it, and that Canada is a land of opportunities and there are good things in this country. So I felt like my mindset was 100% positive. I wouldn't listen to naysayers or people who had any negative things to say. I only listened to people who were going to say things that would propel me in the direction that I was faced. So I had the strong focus, I had my goals, and I was hell-bent on achieving them. And I just knew that I could do it. When people are talking about how people come to Canada to suffer, they come and get low-paying jobs, different from what they were getting in Nigeria, and I don't listen to those kind of negative talks. I consume only positive, uplifting information. So I would rather listen to success stories, Black excellence. I'm also passionate about Black excellence. People who have come before me and who are doing great things. I look at their profiles on LinkedIn and watch some videos on YouTube. I just was deliberate about the information I was taking in. And I trusted that God would help me as well. I was really eager to learn. I just needed to know it first for myself and enough to be able to teach and share with others. And so that curiosity allowed me to do the extra work, read extra, watch more videos. I was taking in all those information, and it just made me so confident and made me so knowledgeable that When I was presenting to people who have been in Canada for way longer than I've been, they couldn't believe that I just got here. Because I was telling them things that they have never heard about and that were facts and true. And that was all the people really needed. Somebody who knew what they were talking about. And whenever they checked it, it was true. And so I easily gained the trust of my clients. And they were willing to take their plans with me. I've always loved to be my own boss. So I was on the lookout for opportunities, really. I wasn't necessarily on the lookout for jobs. I was more on the lookout for opportunities, for business ideas. I felt like no employer could actually pay me how much I was worth. It would take me a while to be able to show or prove my worth to them, being a new immigrant. The safest way for me was to actually go into business and be my own boss. That way I will be able to prove myself. One question I get asked a lot is, how did I get my clients? Since I didn't have Canadian or personal contacts. Like I shared earlier, anything I learned about money, I usually was sharing it with the WhatsApp groups that I belonged to then. There were just 2 of them. Unknown to me, I was actually building my brand by doing that. Because shortly after that, they started calling me Mama Finance in the group, and anybody that had a money question, I'll get tagged. Because I was able to build that kind of brand among those people, it was easy for me to go and reach out to them to ask them to see my presentation, and then when the ones that like it would then go ahead to take a plan. So most of my clients came out from those WhatsApp groups that I was part of at that time. A lot of people come and say, oh, just from those groups, you're able to make up to $250,000. You're lucky. Trust me, it's not luck. It is grace. Yes, God's grace multiplied my efforts and I was seeing good results. A lot of people took their plans with me, and also they referred their friends and families to me because they loved my service, they loved my vibe. They get premium service because I basically break down all these complex financial terms to simple, relatable details. I would attribute my success more to grace than luck because I worked my ass off. Permit my French, right? I worked hard for it, sleepless nights, brainstorming, being creative, looking for ideas and ways to get to more people and stuff like that. So it was definitely a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance, a lot of resilience. And it was not luck. Why do I love being an advisor? I'd love to share that with you. It's also one of my whys. Why I get up in the morning and I'm excited to go and talk to someone or to educate somebody about financial literacy. Because I feel like because of me, people will become debt-free and then they would have financial peace of mind. Because of me, a child will grow up and go to college without student loans. They will start out their life debt-free just because I shared RESP and other wealth accumulation strategies with their parents. Because of me, somebody would save enough money and they would achieve financial security. Because of me, people would get help at the worst time of their lives when they have just lost a loved one. Because of me, somebody would get a lifetime income, or somebody would retire wealthy and comfortably. Because of me, somebody would have another source of income because I showed them how I did this and I duplicated myself in them. Somebody would also experience what I'm experiencing. And when I think about how much value that I get to put into people's life, I'm motivated to get up every day to share this knowledge that I have and to also share the business opportunity with other people. I absolutely love being a financial advisor. I feel like it's one way to serve God by serving His people. I just basically absolutely love what I do, and that's why I excel effortlessly doing it. About the business opportunity as well, I've got a lot of people ask me about what it is like being a financial advisor or what the business or the career opportunity is like. Really, it's very cool. Honestly, 100% cool business. Now, is it easy? Nah, it's not easy. But is it worth it? 100%. It is worth it. And the fact is, there's no other job that is easy. Almost every job in this country or in the world is hard. I just decided to choose my heart. It's absolutely rewarding. I feel good about what I get to do for families, how I help to protect them, and how I help to secure their financial future. I'd like to share some cool facts about the opportunity with you. There's a low startup cost. I mean, starting a business in the financial industry as an insurance agent or a financial advisor, you wouldn't spend up to $1,000 in the province of Alberta. The prices would range in different provinces from just around a little bit over $1,000 to below $1,000. And that's absolutely low startup capital as far as I'm concerned for starting a business. And that money is for you getting your courses and writing your certification exams and writing your provincial exams and getting licensed. All that just under $1,000. Also, there's flexibility. I get to work from home. I've always worked from home since I got into this country. I've not really had the experience of working outside in a corporate space and stuff like that. It runs 100% remotely. I get to schedule clients on my calendar as it suits me. Another cool thing about the business is the unlimited income potential. There is no ceiling to how much you can earn since it is sales related. Every business has a commission attached to it. So, for example, if the commission for a business is $1,000 to say, for example, and I wanted to make $10,000 in a month, I just know that I need to sell 10 of that to make $10,000 in a month. So, because it is sales, it's unlimited income potential. That's why one person can make as much as $250,000 in a year, because there's no limit to how much I could actually earn in any given month. Many times when I talk to people about the opportunity, what they see is irregular income. Oh, some months I may make a sale and the other months I may not. What I saw was unlimited income because I felt like I had the control and I could decide that this is what I want and I could pursue it and make sure I achieve it. Another cool feature, being an independent financial advisor, you own an agency and you can decide to recruit and build and train other people and build your agency. So there's the potential for your business to go really big if you decide that you want to duplicate yourself in other people and help people in this business. And that gives you a lot of passive income in the process. I'm not talking about Ponzi and stuff like that. The passive income comes when the people you've trained and you've recruited also make a sale, help other people. You just get a little over here, a little over there. It sums up to being a lot in terms of the passive income potential. So there's that growth and income expansion potential, which also makes the business cool. There's a large market for financial services. And of course, the product is good. I mean, what other business could be better than the business of money itself? Everybody spends money. Everybody wakes up and they want to earn more of it. Money is such a big deal. So what better business could there be other than the business of money itself? There's a large market. We can never really run out of clients because there's somebody somewhere who needs financial services, who needs financial solutions. And the worst thing is that financial education is not being taught in schools. So that gives us a very good role. Another thing about pursuing an opportunity in the financial services industry would be getting the opportunity to be contracted with a company that has a proven system. So when you are an independent advisor, you're different from the financial advisors that sit in the bank. Those ones are called captive advisor because when they're working with a bank, they can't work with another bank at the same time. But we as independent advisors, we can work with multiple financial institutions at the same time. So I am contracted with quite a couple of financial institutions in Canada, couple of insurance companies, couple of other companies, travel companies, health and dental companies. So I could represent all their products without having to deal with the conflict of interest clause. To be able to do that, I need to be contracted with an MGA. I did mention in the beginning of my video that I'm contracted with Great Way Financial, and Great Way Financial to me is one of the best MGAs. It's the best MGAs. What am I saying? It's the best MGA in Canada as far as I'm concerned because it's just so beautiful. And being contracted with Great Way has actually helped in a lot of ways. Because of this opportunity, and my business relationship with Great Way. I've gotten so many awards and recognition. I get to go on free cruises, which is my favorite part. Even guys, I've been on 3 different cruises in the space of 2 years, and I'm going for another one very soon. And I'm not talking about small boats, I'm talking about the biggest, the largest, the most luxurious. Talk about Symphony of the Seas, Wonder of the Seas, Odyssey of the Sea. Just have 7 nights of fun, enjoyment, unlimited food, unlimited entertainment. Definitely being contracted with a good company helps you to actually win big in this business. So those are a few tips about the business of financial advisory. So if you're a newcomer and you're looking for an opportunity, or you already have a background in financial services and you want to explore being an independent financial advisor, trust me, it is worth it, and I can help you. I've been there, done that, and I'm always open to helping other people, duplicating myself in other people. If I can help as many people as possible to make 6 figures within a year, it would make me very glad. I say it all the time that my biggest motivation for becoming successful is so that I can also help other people to become successful as well. So feel free to reach out to me if you're considering a career in financial services, and I could put you through. Having access to such amount of money has basically helped me to live life 100% on my own terms, live my best life. I drive the most recent model of my car, live in a very beautiful house, get to travel, get to do anything I want to do. It's been an amazing experience coming to Canada, and I thank God every day that I made that leap. In my first year, I actually made $250, but in my second year, I made $350. In my third year, I'm hoping I could nail down $400,000 to close it at $1 million in 3 years. So if you know anyone who is in need of financial services, who needs to set up life insurance and investment solutions, please send them to me, and I'll be glad to help them set up a customized, bespoke, beautiful plan for them and their family. If you're new, I'm telling you that the opportunities are endless, and you've got all it takes. You just have to believe in yourself, follow a purpose, not a paycheck. Find something you're truly passionate about, and just find a way to serve, find a way to help people, find a problem to solve, and just do it with your whole heart. And then you will see the universe rewarding you abundantly. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk today. I hope you enjoy the tea. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer each and every one of it. Please share this video with other people, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video.